Hello, everyone. The mayor is not here tonight. I'm Nancy McGann. I'm a village trustee, so I will be here running this meeting. I guess the first thing that we have,
It should be right in front.
Employee of the Month, Stephen Elliston from our Highway Department. Paul Murphy, who is now the head of our Highway Department, has said, Steve has been doing excellent work cleaning, repairing, and inspecting drainage. He has also performed several repairs on the back pond drains cleaning truck. So we thank Steve Elliston for all of his hard work. He's Employee of the Month. And he gets, this goes up on Village Hall, and this is his plaque. I think you also have an envelope for him to read.
It's right inside your left flap of the,
Okay.
yep, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Yeah. There it is. Okay. We don't have any people who want to speak with us tonight. Okay, so board presentations. Steve?
Okay, we have 11 Jobs Lane.
Good evening. Thank you all for taking the time. My name is Andrew Weiss. My family acquired Rogers Memorial Library about 3 years ago. And over that time, we've been in the process of trying to find a tenant that would appreciate the building, its architecture, and obviously respect the village. We're pleased to advise that we have found what we believe is the perfect tenant. The name of the company is called One Kings Lane. They're a furniture and home accessories store with locations in New York and San Francisco. In doing a little more research and working with the village historian, we uncovered that we believe the building was, the stucco was painted white and the wood trim was painted a grayish color when it was first built in 1896. And in an effort to try and bring the building back to what it was, we are requesting, respectfully so, to be able to paint the stucco and the wood that color. I have reports here from Zachary Studenroth, as well as some renderings as to what the building will look like if we are granted the ability to do so, which I'm happy to pass out.
I'd love to see that.
And obviously, any questions?
I have Zach's letter here.
Sure. I have additional copies if you'd like to see
Good
them.
on that, but as far as the proposed,
Yep.
how's that?
Thanks.
These are all in there.
They are.
Thanks a lot.
You want to hold the other two for Mark and
Sure.
there's 3 others?
Yep.
Actually, one more.
Sure.
Thanks.
Funny, in that last picture, that old, I don't know if it was a postcard, the brick looks so red, doesn't it?
Yeah. We actually, we found that postcard on eBay, original, written, sent to someone in England, and we've acquired it, and they're actually sending it back to us. So, neat little piece of history.
What was that, Sam?
1899, I believe.
That's great.
How was the roof on the building?
The roof, seems we haven't had really any issues, no leaks. So
Is it slate?
it's slate, correct.
Actually, I think it looks nice.
Thank you.
What do you think, guys? This is what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is what is current.
Is this the current right now?
That's correct.
This is the current,
That's
and
correct.
this is what they would like to do. And this is what they're saying was original. That it was originally white with, I don't know if any of you know this, but this is what it was originally. And this is what they would like to do. And our historian said what again? That it was original, the white and the gray were original?
Gray trim,
Correct. And that was consistent with the time, the architecture of the time. And I don't know if you've, I have extra copies if you'd like to see, but there's a bunch of additional images here that the historian included in his report
Yeah,
that you can feel free to look at as well.
You have a copy of that, Steve?
it's actually in your book on the board
Yeah, we have a
presentation.
bunch of pictures.
You can just keep paging back. In that
and
section.
actually, I think it would be good if we could get a swatch of the gray.
We actually, we brought it.
You brought it?
Yep.
Perfect. Because grays can vary
Yeah,
tremendously.
so, and these are actually the folks that are gonna be occupying the premises.
They aren't the painters?
They may be. So this is the white for the stucco, and this is the proposed gray for the wood.
Good.
Now, it's interesting because it looks darker.
But that's why I
It
said
looks
next
so
to
much
it.
darker in this
Right.
photograph. I like the lighter. Don't you? I mean, it'll go better with the roof, I think.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
We'll probably turn a little bit darker on that because it's going against that red trim and who knows what they had in the red trim. It's probably heavily oiled.
No, but the light, I think, looks so much
Yeah.
better than the dark. Yeah. And will you, now it's interesting because you basically colored this in for us to see, but I'm assuming like all of this will be the gray. In here it will be the gray.
Correct, the wood, the red wood.
Yeah.
Gray.
It gets exciting. What else do we need to do on this, Steve?
Just a resolution to accept the goals.
How do you feel on this?
Fine.
I make a resolution.
Well, hold on.
Sorry, sorry.
There's a technical legal problem,
Oh, there's only three.
Graybeard.
because the way the document reads, it requires the approval of a majority plus one,
Oh, okay.
Now that's a problem.
and the three of you are only a majority. And I don't know when you're hoping to get this approval, or whether it's
Folks
gonna...
are, One Kings Lane is looking to begin working the premises or, to move in really in April, end of April.
Okay.
So the sooner, obviously, the better.
Okay, well, there's three of you here tonight. Do I have a recollection that at the March 9 meeting, there's only gonna be three also?
No,
Bill's
now Bill
gonna-
is not
It's gonna
going
be four.
until.
I was wrong. I will be here for that.
Okay, then
But
I
I'll-
would
I'll
suggest
pass
that
my
you
comments on.
hold this until the March 9 meeting, and then there'll be four of you that can approve it.
Okay?
Okay, 2 weeks.
Very well. Thank you.
Is the government great? A little clumsy, but.
Thank you,
Thank you.
and good luck to you.
Thanks.
Okay, so we have one communication to the board from Chris Brenner, Southampton Fire Department requests the use of Downstairs Park for our annual banquet on June 3rd, 2017. Also, we'd like to ask permission to use Pond Lane, the western section of Hagwell Park, and the western section of Cooper's Beach parking lot for our annual muster on September 9th. Thank you as always for supporting the fire department. Chief Chris Brenner.
I guess we don't have any conflicts that evening.
No, and it's, these are the standard dates that they always use.
Just make a motion that we accept that?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolutions, item 1, resolve that the waiting for the minutes for the public session of January 24, 2017, the special meeting of February 15, 2017 be dispensed with. Those minutes be accepted as filed by the village administrator, and the actions taken at the meeting be and hereby are ratified and approved. Have a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second?
favor?
Aye.
You guys don't have to stay if you, unless you have
I
You're more than welcome to.
like to. We just go over a lot of facts and
Right.
figures.
Thank you so much.
We prefer to operate in secret anyway.
If you really want to see, you can see on TV in about 48 hours.
Have a great night.
Yes,
You too.
thank you.
See you later.
Good luck.
Item 2, resolve the claims to the warrants dated February 21st, 2017, totaling $786,896.02. Warrant 11, General Fund, $45,505. Warrant 11, Trust Fund, Trust Funds Fund, and $74,650. Warrant 9, Capital Reserve Fund, and the village payroll for February 16th, 2017, reported and approved. Got a motion?
Make a motion.
Second? Discussion. Page 1, able equipment rental, sander repairs for the Parks Department, $1,915.64. Page 2, all hands fire equipment, gloves for the fire department, $3,177.93. Atlantic salt, 121 tons of salt, $9,615.62. Bartlett Tree Experts, servicing, trimming of crepe myrtles at 3 different locations, $4,055. CSA Employment Benefit Fund, February insurance premium, $26,576.10. Page 3, Carrier Corporation Service Contract for the Fire Department, $1,655. Gas Productions Services for January, $2,061.65. CC Electronics and Installation, on to page 4, Fire Department Siren Repairs, $1,244.65. Cook Marin and Associates Insurance Installment, $2,075. Page 5, Crowd Control Store, PD Barricades, $3,875.55. Deep River Ranch Wood Carpet for the Parks Department, $5,330. East Coast Mines and Materials Dumping Fees, $1,985. Manuel Escobar Fire Department Medical Reimbursement, $1,000. SA Plumbing and Heating Backflow Repair, $1,985. SA Plumbing and Heating on page 6, $4,119. Emergency Repair at Village Hall for the drainage pipe that broke. First Presbyterian Church, March 2017 parking lot lease, $3,000. General Code Publishers Annual Maintenance Agreement for the Building Inspector, $8,629. Page 8, going on to page 10, Herrick Hardware, January supplies, $2,040.36. Page 11, Johnson Electrical Construction, traffic safety maintenance for January, $1,350. Lewis RCF Energy, fuel oil for 25 George Lane, $1,143.11. Page 13, Marriott Hotel, FBI Conference, $1,024.78. More Medical Ambulance Supplies, $2,547.56. Morgan Auto Supply, going on to page 14. January Supplies, $1,450.19. Narrow Lane LLC, Scar Settlement, $2,132.86. National Grid Bill for the Fire Department, $1,987. Page 15, Nelson Pope and Boers, Consulting Services, $1,181.25. And consulting for the trustees for the Agawam study, $1,235. Page 16, Nelson Pope and Boers, consulting fees to the Historical Museum Grant, $8,078.25. North Six and Son carting fees for the Highway Department, $4,627. Page 17, Nugent and Potter, parts for the bath renovations at Agawam Park, $2,623.75. Page 18, New York Tactical Officers Association training for PD, $1,199.96. New York State Health Insurance through March, $300,775.16. Old Structures Engineering consulting for $757 and $759. Hill Street for the ARB, $2,500. Page 20, Physio Control annual maintenance for the life packs for the ambulance, $2,765.88. DSE&G for the parks, $1,205.64. Page 22, Revco Electrical Supplies, $1,476.60. Page 23, Riverhead Brake Services, Fire Truck Inspections, $1,015.50. Riverhead Building Supplies for January, $2,897.45. Robinson legal fees for the Pine Article 78 lawsuit, $3,078. Sadie Levine, the balance for the audit for 2016, $19,000. Southampton Youth Services, going out to page 24, 2017 membership, $7,500. Sprague Operating Reserves, 2,496 gallons of gasoline, $4,002.34. Stewart Preservation Services, also on 759 Hill Street, $5,776. Student North Consulting, ARB consulting fees for January, $1,162.50. Suffolk County Water Authority, hydrant rental, $26,833.50. Suzanne Hand and Associates, transcripting some minutes for the Janky lawsuit, $2,351. Press Newspaper Group, Tuckahoe, $1,195. Page 25, John Thulin, Fire Department Medical Reimbursement Volunteer, $1,000. Anthony Tohill, legal fees for January, $5,700. And Vince Toomey, two payments, one for $3,560.40 for December and $14,961.30 for January legal fees. Page 26, Trius, $1,658, parts for the garage. Trucks of Southampton, dump truck repair, $2,959.77. Tyco Integrated Security, final security payment at 25 Job, $6,681.98. Vehicle Tracking Solutions for January, $1,079.55. Page 27, transfer to the first half of the capital reserve for the Village of Southampton, $175,000. Page 28, W&G Service repairs at the Cultural Center, $1,483. Wainscott Sand and Gravel, sand for the Highway Department, $1,577.44. Page 29, WBB Mason, two copies for the Fire Department, $1,157.98, and $1,050.13 for Fire Department supplies, and that's for $1,399.98. Page 30, Whitmer Associates, Fire Department hoods, $1,087.44. Next warrant is the...
Just have a question on the
Sure.
fire hydrants.
Mhm.
I was signing that in there. So we have over 300 fire hydrants. Is that just in the village?
Mhm.
Oh. And we do that every year, we rent them.
Rent them from, yep, provided by the Suffolk County Water Authority.
Okay.
Trust warrant, transfer to capital reserve, $45,000. And capital reserve, start architecture, payment towards the ambulance bond, $26,150. And Trius Inc. for the leaf vacuum blower for the Parks Department, $48,500. Further discussion? All in favor? Item 3, resolved that the Board of Trustees approves the following dates for 2 public hearings for the annual estimated tentative budget for the fiscal year 27-2018. Thursday, April 13th at 6 p.m. and Tuesday, April 25th, 2017 at 5 p.m. Copies of the proposed budget will be available to the public beginning Friday, March 24th, 2017. Have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby acknowledge that the financial records of the Village Justice Court for the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2016 was audited in accordance with auditing standards generally accepted in the United States of America. Have a motion?
Make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approves the attached schedule of budget transfers to eliminate overages for the period ending February 21st, 2017. Have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion, item 1, $2,500 from Justice Court part-time, $3,800 from clerk part-time, with $500 going into Justice Court overtime, $3,300 in Justice Court equipment, and $2,500 in Justice Court miscellaneous. Item 2, $2,750 coming from law contractual going into auditor contractual. Item 3, $300 from clerk part-time into clerk equipment. Item 4, $1,000 from buildings contractual going to buildings equipment. Item 5, $9,200 from police telephone, with $4,200 going into police equipment and $5,000 into police miscellaneous. Item 6, $2,000 coming from building inspectors contractual, with $1,000 going into safety inspection overtime and $1,000 into fire marshal contractual. Item 7, $3,000 for ambulance miscellaneous, with $3,000 going into ambulance telephone. Item 8, $2,000 from parks miscellaneous, with $2,000 going into parks utilities. Item 9, $800 from Cooper's utilities going into Cooper's contractual. And item 10, $13,000 from trustee special projects going into, $3,000 going into planning contractual, and $10,000 to ARB contractual. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, discussion items. Tax sale certificates, last, at the January meeting, we opened the tax sale the first Tuesday in March. As usual, for that, we've done over the last couple of years. I recommend that we hold our certificates as we usually do, is 12% annual return on the money. Luckily, we're in a financial position, we don't need to sell them. So I'd just like your approval to continue that practice.
So
Make a
moved.
motion.
Yeah, sorry, second.
Just one.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We have a couple of walk-runs. The first one is for Strides for Life. on Sunday, August 13th, 2017. It's pretty much an annual event, with roughly 8 to 11:30. 1,000 participants.
1,000. And let me just see what's starting again.
Map there.
I'm looking. Okay, so it's starting.
Right.
So it's not, like, if it's just a bar, then it's not a subordinate of the principal restaurant use, is it?
Well, this would not be applicable to that.
Right.
We have a
prior to the race and on race day. As you know, HDRF was founded in 2006 to fund cutting-edge scientific research into the origins, diagnosis, and treatment and profession of depression and its related mood disorders. Over 20 million Americans experience clinical depression annually and is a leading cause of disability worldwide. Last year, this event had over 200 participants and raised over $100,000 for advanced depression research. The Village of Southampton has been congratulated for its pivotal role in helping to raise awareness and funding for depression. We hope you will grant us permission once again to host this special event in Southampton. Mordred Gross, founder and chair.
Okay.
Yeah, so same.
Again, is it something we've done before?
Yes.
Okay,
Great, so we
Yeah,
make a
we've taken the
motion.
approach, we're not adding anybody new because we've
well,
had
that's
so
it, yeah,
many.
that's what I'm hoping.
This family is also the donors to the hospital of a massive heart
Oh, that's
Right.
center
wonderful.
that
Mhm.
Audrey Cruz and Martin Cruz.
Right,
Okay, I make a motion that we accept the walk run for Hope for Depression walk on August 5th, 2017, as presented by the documents dated January 11th, 2017.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then the other annual event is a Ride to Montauk. Basically passing through the village. Again, it's an annual event. This is probably the 5th or 6th year. Last year we had to modify all the route because I think it was Muster that was involved, Julie? or-
American Heart Association,
American Heart Association.
who is not going to have
Right.
their run this year.
Okay.
That's on, what day is that, Saturday or Sunday?
It's
Saturday.
Saturday,
Oh, I'm sorry, May 20th. It's a Saturday, yes.
Although, it's, this might be from last year. The
It
one
is.
thing, it says Ride to Montauk, May 21st.
Yeah,
But
that was
that's
2016.
2016.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, he did change.
Okay. Everybody feel okay with that?
Good.
I make a motion that we accept the Ride to Montauk 2017 as outlined in the documents presented to us on 2/7/17.
Second?
Second?
All in favor? Next item is we have Cooper's concession bid opening. Give you a sheet in here, we had 3 people respond. Peter Campbell at $48,000, Susan Seacamp at $40,000, and Lynn Douglas, hearing on 5th, $51,000. I made a copy of each of their proposals and menus and distributed to the entire board. Obviously, Rich and Mark are not here. Once they're back, then we'll have a chance to look through it, and we'll schedule some interviews
Yeah.
on that. Okay, the other bid that we opened up on Friday was the demolition for the Dosha House. So I have a letter here from Gary. It's on Friday, February 17th. We opened 5 sealed bids. They are as follows: Scaffold Inc. at $60,000. Hansner Demolition and Abatement, $164,950. Carter Mullens, $293,455. Branch Services, $112,000. And International Asbestos Removal, $92,200. After consulting with Nelson Pope, we have determined that the low bid of Scaffold Incorporated in the amount of $60,000 was incomplete and must be rejected. The second lowest bid from International Asbestos Removal at $92,200 was complete and is recommended for approval for this project.
What do you need from us? I understand that the bid of 60,000 was written on a piece of paper and stuck in an envelope.
Well, no, yeah,
And
but
nothing else going for it.
there was no other
Yeah.
bid bond or anything like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't properly filled out, so we had no
Right.
choice but to reject it. All right, so if everybody's in tune with it, we just need a motion to accept the international asbestos bid removal at $92,200.
The only one question I have is that the next bid up is 112. Is there a reason, and I mean, it goes substantially higher, almost 300,000.
Correct.
Um,
They're all apples to apples.
Was there any, just, they're all apples to
Yeah,
apples? That's what
absolutely.
I wanted to
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Nelson Pope does a pretty good bid book on it, and they went through it, they followed all the proper instructions, disposal, backfill, the whole nine yards.
Okay.
And
Great.
when would this take place?
They're trying to get it done within 30 days. They want to move quickly on it because, they want to get it out of there before somebody gets hurt. It's a dangerous situation with the,
Yeah.
people breaking in.
Before we
broken
change our
glass.
minds.
Yeah, so,
Right.
Unless it's in bad
That's
shape.
right. Oh, I know it, that's.
Yeah, it's
I
infested.
mean,
It's,
I feel bad with Mother Golden Building, and I knew
Right.
Jane Dosher, and my heart's just like,
Sure.
It's time.
yeah, but I mean, and you know what, it was the property, just so that everybody knows this, the property was purchased with community preservation, with fully knowing that that house had to come down.
Right.
So we've known this for 12 years.
Right.
12 years that we've been waiting for this, and now we finally reached a point. And just to let everybody know, we're expanding the children's playground, and it is going to be fabulous over there. I mean, we are bringing in equipment. I'm very excited, we're planning it now, and so it'll be a really great corner for our children to go down and enjoy, and it's going to be terrific. I mean, it's just sitting there dormant
Right.
and collecting fleas and whatever else, because that's what's happening over there. So, all right, good, so I make a motion that we accept
Okay,
the...
hold on.
All right,
You actually need to do this as two resolutions.
okay.
The first resolution would be to reject the bid of Scaffold Inc. as incomplete.
Okay.
Got a motion?
I make a motion that we reject the Scaffold Inc. as incomplete.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
aye.
And then it would be to accept the bid of international asbestos removal.
I make a motion that we accept the bid of international asbestos removal for the demolition of the property, the Dosher, former Dosher property, in the O'Connell parking lot.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
So when did you say you thought that would be done?
They're shooting to try it within 30 days to
Oh,
get
good.
started. Okay, so we got.
Okay. So the next one is,
Is there any comments from board members?
anyone from the public would like to comment? Comments from board members. I should have done that first, sorry. Sorry. Comment, Michael?
You're cutting us off.
Yeah.
Nancy, I don't have any comments tonight.
Yeah, we worked hard all day.
Yeah, we did.
We were in here all day. Bill?
Tax grievance day.
Yeah.
Just what I told you before, that the sweeper supposedly is committed to clean up Main Street and get up the sweet gutters and all the other junk that's lying right in front of Village Hall, plus a few other choice spots, and then it should be done tomorrow morning. Other than that, I'll be happy for 24 hours.
Okay, great. I don't think I really have anything to add, any announcements or anything. So, I make a motion.
Motion to adjourn?
No, no.
No, what?
Anyone wishing to address the board?
Oh, yeah, I already said that. Anyone wishing to address the board? Oh, good.
I saw them come in.
I know, I was wondering why you're not coming up here.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Nick Palumbo, 380 Hill Street. I came here tonight, I don't know if anyone else from the public has come yet, to speak about the accident that took place on Hill Street a few weeks ago.
No.
And first of all, I'd just like to express my sympathies to the family of the woman who was killed, and our hopes for recovery for a neighbor who was severely injured in the accident, and also to thank the emergency responders who did a great job in trying to contain the situation. But I think, and I know that some neighbors of mine are concerned, and I know that there are other village residents who are concerned about the ongoing traffic situation on Hill Street. I think we've all seen that traffic, in addition to being congested, is often high speed. There's a great deal of commercial industrial traffic on Hill Street that we hadn't seen in the past. I think we can all rightly assume that this is a result of some of the problems on County Road 39 overflowing into the village. And I think that the village board really needs to look at this issue and think about it, and I'm sure you have. And a group of us have now banded together to really focus on this issue, and I'm hoping that the village trustees will join us in that effort. I think there are solutions, and I don't think we should focus just on this particular instance, unfortunate as it is, but I think use this as an opportunity to really think long and hard about what can be done. Thank you.
Anyone else in the audience would like to speak?
And actually, on his comment, maybe it'd be good to do a board presentation and have the people on Hill Street address this, because I know there's a number of thoughts that have been sent to me that on traffic control and trying to mitigate the congestion. I mean, certainly traffic is very difficult in the village, and Hill Street isn't the only street that has an issue. The village is being used more and more every month, really, every year for through traffic. And a lot of that is the result of County Road 39 is not fulfilling its position to move people east and west. And I'm not sure if that would ever be addressed, probably not in my lifetime, but it would be good to hear the thoughts of the people in Hill Street and find out how we can address it.
Great. Thank you.
Well, I think one of the interesting things about Tuckahoe, when we were involved in the Tuckahoe Center hearings, was that when they widened County Road 39, now this is something I didn't realize and didn't know when this came out at the hearing. When they widened it, it feels very, they widened the road and narrowed the lanes. And in narrowing those lanes, they had to, by law, drop the speed limit to 35 miles an hour. And we know, anyone who's ever been on that road, people don't do 35 miles an hour there. Hill Street is 25 miles an hour, and people don't do 25 miles an hour on Hill Street. Unless it's backed up, and then they do 10 miles an hour or less. But basically, I mean, I think we have to figure out how to regulate that. And I hear you on how to properly regulate that, and I hear you on the trucks, because the trucks are not supposed to be coming down that road. So we'll have to work on that with you guys.
Great.
Right?
Absolutely, and I mean, a lot of it is enforcement,
Yeah, it is.
and a lot of it is density. It is a very, very difficult problem to address, because a lot of it, and I think it was presented to us by you guys on Hill Street, that this traffic has also created other issues. There's issues of trash and issues of just reckless driving that really are now affecting the safety and affecting it's a quality of life issue. And it needs to be addressed. And we're well aware of it, and we're hearing you, and so speak loud.
Okay. Anything else that anyone else like to add? Good? Okay, make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?